sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, ready for this battle in the NFC West, a division of haves and have-nots of late, division that's produced the NFC representative to the Super Bowl for 4, Greg, of the last 6 years.
Yeah, it's very top-heavy, and it's really interesting to see kind of how that baton has been passed. San Francisco and LA, they've really been the belle of the ball over the most recent years. But it wasn't very long ago that the best team in football arguably was the Seattle Seahawks. And then you look what's going on down in Arizona. They probably surprised some people last year. They feel like they have their long-term stability at the quarterback position with that new staff. So I wouldn't be surprised if halfway through this year, we look at the NFC West and say, huh, this is one of the better divisions in football.
A return now from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line. The Rams led out by a Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford, second among all active passers in the NFL. Only Aaron Rodgers has thrown for more yards. Hard to believe, Greg, it's already season 16 for the man out of the University of Georgia.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, and having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Off play action. It's Stafford. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of it.
Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. That's the safety, Budda Baker.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
The Cardinals come out. They're led by their quarterback, Kyler Murray, 1st overall pick in 2019. Wows you with those highlight plays over the years. Off the injury, Greg, the Cardinals quarterback, is once again the exciting Kyler Murray.
Here's what you call a bit of a unicorn of an athlete at the quarterback position. And when healthy, Mike, make no mistake about it, this guy is a flat-out playmaker. He possesses this rare ability with his legs to extend plays as he improvises that is just hard to coach. But don't let that small stature fool you either. His arm talent, it's up there with some of the best in the league. The knock on him is how careless he can be with the ball at times. He needs to learn the difference between taking calculated risks and reckless ones. Because if he does that here, he has as good a shot to be successful as anybody in this league.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. First carry for James Conner. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He's got it inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Rams offense ready now for their second drive. They had that pick on the opening drive that led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back, 1st and 10. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll find his tight end. It's Colby Parkinson. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Play action now for Stafford. This one is caught by Robinson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
For the middle, it's Cup. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. The Cardinals have the early edge in this one. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. A shotgun snap to Stafford. It is brought in the end zone. Cooper Kupp, touchdown Los Angeles.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Joshua Carney comes out now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here comes DJ Dallas on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Cards offense ready to take over for their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. That'll be taken in by Connor. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Yeah, really nice play there by Marvin Harrison Jr., and this is really the target they've been looking for to pair up with Kyler Murray here in Arizona for a long time, and for this draft to fall their way and them get really one of the best receivers to come out in the last couple years, Mike. I mean, with all the Ohio State wide receivers that have come out here lately, you can make an argument. Harrison, he's probably the best of the bunch. Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
They go play action for Murray. He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. 1st half, all tied at 7. We'll have more from Glendale after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
They'll run for it, and it's Connor. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He's got his big tight end, Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule, the closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Cardinals will move out to a 14-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. The Rams offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. First and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. As it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Third and 5. To the air again. Stafford. It's complete. He's got Cup. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Again, it's Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Throwing a comeback route against zone coverage, it could be a little bit tricky. Remember, in zone, the defender's eyes are on the quarterback. So if your receiver doesn't sell that right, and this ball's not thrown on time, you're going to end up watching that defender take this thing back the other way.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. Stafford to throw again. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. You've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams are back within 4 at 14-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Murray. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our halftime report. It was a solid first half for the always dangerous Kyler Murray. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play. These two teams leave in the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Cardinals offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to Connor. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
He's got his man. It's Harrison. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Going to work Connor in the middle here. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Murray. Catch made, right side by Wilson. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Now Murray. He finds his man. It's Dortch. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Second down and 8. They go play action with Murray. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 3rd down, Murray. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. Brings up 4th down. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So a big kick coming for the veteran Matt Prater. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one is off the mark. It is no good. And this lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Rams offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They'll keep it on the ground. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still first down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll get the penalty yardage back, and more than that. He's a couple of yards short of the first down, a gain of 13.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. To the right side here, pass is caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That one taken in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Rams. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. On the return, it's Dallas. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They come up for 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, Murray. To the outside, he's got Harrison. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete. James Conner, the intended target. And it'll be second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Big play in the game right here. It's third down. To throw again is Murray. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game. And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a fourth down stop to all but end this game.
Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9. It's another run here for Williams. Gets to the edge at the 30. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.